Yo, boy, Kendrick Lamar, K. Dot. We have a K. Dot sighting. He was seen filming what seems to be a music video in LA. Several pictures were floated around the internet. Some seen him floating over the ocean in some type of apparatus. Some saw him in like a downtown area by a payphone. Again, rumors are now swirling that an album may be on the way. In your opinion, how much pressure is on Kendrick Lamar to deliver a project sooner than later?
I don't think there's a lot of pressure at all. He had, as we spoke to a lot here during our quarantine sessions, just he's had the benefit of a pandemic being there. Like this probably was a scheduled year for Kendrick to come out. This probably was a scheduled year just based off all of the other albums that he's done, like how he released those that he probably was going to drop. So now you do have the benefit of a doubt of a world catastrophe going on. And if he doesn't drop, I think people look at it and they blame it on that. And if he does drop and it's a mid, which I seriously doubt, people can still blame it on everything that's going on around, being able to maybe blame a rollout saying they rushed it, or maybe being able to blame focus on everything else that's been going on in the world. But I don't see this as any pressure-filled situation for Kendrick at all. I think he stepped up and performed at every step of the way. So I don't think this would be any different regardless of the situation. What do you think?
Yeah, if there was ever a time to not put out music, now was the perfect time when there's a pandemic and there's a lot of other things going on in the news cycle to kind of divert the attention away from the fact that he hasn't come out since 2017. On a solo tip, Damn, of course, was the last album. We did get the Black Panther soundtrack, which he was sprinkled all out and through between, which I ran back recently. Rest in
He
peace.
executive produced it, right?
He did, and rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. I listened to that just recently because of that, and it was still fire. Like Kendrick Lamar did his thing behind the scenes with that, but people don't look at that as a Kendrick project, so I can't just count that like that. I think he has something coming though. He did a voiceover for the Nike commercial for Kobe, which was dope, and then of course seeing him in what looks to be a music video, unless he's in a movie of some sort where he's, I don't know, a flying object over the ocean. Like, I don't know what the fuck that is. That seems to be more in line with how his videos be looking and shit. But shooting videos in public like that, he was bound to be seen. It wasn't as if this was in some type of sound stage or studio where it's indoors and ultra secret. So I think he wanted this to be out. So I feel like something is on the way. Relatively soon, but I don't think it's too much pressure. He's got too many other things that have taken our attention away. Even though I'm sitting wondering what the hell has he been doing, I don't think the world is.
When you say sitting wondering, do you mean like working on music, or why hasn't he put anything out?
Yeah, why hasn't he? Why hasn't he put anything out? Like I understand, and I do stand by the thought that he was supposed to come out earlier this year, which is why he was headlining Coachella. I don't think he would have, done Coachella with 3-year-old songs, but there's so much that's gone on since the top of the year that he has to have sprinkled in some new material to talk about what the goings on and stuff that's been happening. So that's why I said there's not much pressure, because if he had something ready, but they went back and changed half of it because of what was happening, I can't knock that. That makes all the sense. That would be the smart play, actually. But once people start coming outside and it's 20,000 people at football games and life resumes some type of normalcy, we're going to be like, dude, where the fuck is Kendrick Lamar and what is he doing at some
Absolutely.
point?
I think that Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and J. Cole all have projects that we're going to be getting before the end of this year, out within the next 3 months. So I expect all of them to put some fire out there and kind of push us through the end of the year.
I don't know if Kendrick going to drop by this year, though.
End
I
of the
don't
year.
know.
End of the year.
You need
Because
it. You got to hope for it.
I don't need it. I mean, he just got the he's
Who
got
does
the
he think
biggest.
he is, dude? He Prince? He don't take 4 or 5 years. He's shot A? Like, come
I
on,
mean, he
dude.
ain't missed though. When you ain't missed, I think you can take as much time as you need to as far as your creative process, because people expect it. Now, if he come out and it's a flop, then you have to get right back to the drawing board. But I feel like him having the luxury of not missing in his catalog, then he's just on coast mode. As far as in between, I don't think when he gets to the albums, he's on coast mode though, which we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.